This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. Today we're slinging out yet another video review, this time taking a look at an application called Interior Design for iPad that's on my springboard right there ready to go. This app is available for $9.99 in the App Store, which is fairly pricey. We'll talk more about that in just a second, but the application is intended to be the one-stop shop / all-you-need resource for the modern-day interior designer with an iPad. Interior design is a field that we are not complete strangers to, so we've got a semi-professional opinion to offer on the subject, and we hope that you'll enjoy what we've got to say. Essentially, the app is, well, I'll just say it this way, the concept is really quite cool because it's designed to be from the ground up an app that allows you to sort of render these 2D floor maps of a location and then do everything in between so that you finally end up with a fully rendered 3D sort of AutoCAD style looking rendering full of your actual designs and your layouts, which is really quite nice. And that probably sounds confusing, so we're going to go ahead and just kind of jump in and show you how this works. Essentially, you can add a new plan simply by hitting Add Plan, or you can import one from Dropbox if you'd like. Dropbox integration is heavily featured here. Don't like Imperial, you can go to Metric if you'd like. Basically, you go through and you add individual rooms. So let's say that we've got a single kitchen, as most places do. We've got a living room, a dining room, 2 bedrooms, and a master bedroom. And then we've got 3.5 baths. So you've got that. You can do go on and do the closets or whatever. All of this is in here, etc., etc. But that's the basic idea. Once you've got all that done, you simply hit done, and then the app sort of maps them out in this nondescript kind of way, like this. It's then up to you to drag these pieces around. You can simply click on them. You can adjust the size using this quick tool or the shape. So it does take a slight amount of time to actually set up, but the grid layout, the various tools that you're given, such as labels, wall mode, overlay, etc., make it very easy to set up, and it's all extremely intuitive because it's completely touch-based, so it's really quite nice. So as you can see, I'm editing the garage right here, doing 984 square feet, and now we're down to 700 and something. That's actually a really big garage. So you've got floors here. You can add different floors too if you'd like. That's quite nice. We appreciate that immensely. Under the settings panel, you've got a lot of different options. So you've got things such as basically what to show. Under 3Ds, you've got even more. Landscape, of course, you've got this as well, so you can set up a nice landscape for the rendering. And materials, you have lots of different materials too. So just a quick breeze through the settings there, lots of options. Undo buttons up here, perfect. And aside from this, we'll get more into this stuff in a second. So to do this, we're going to go back, we're going to use the in-app sample, just because it's slightly better looking than our other one. It's already been done up. So let's say you spend an hour setting up your house and it looks like this. Then what? Essentially what you're going to do is you're going to click on a room, or excuse me, you're actually going to do this, hit the little lampshade button up here, and then you go in and you actually get to take a look at your house. As you can see, the floor materials have been set out. All of this has been created. It's really quite nice. So to access materials, you simply go to the materials panel. Of course, you've got pinch to zoom as well as drag to move. Going on here, you've got all kinds of different materials. These are basically just the same sort of SketchUp kind of squares that you're used to seeing. Though on the iPad, which is a nice comparison, SketchUp for the iPad, as well as a bunch of different objects. So let's say you want to do something within, say, the bedroom. You simply click on the bedroom panel. You've got beds, of which you've got an immense variety. Any that you'd like. Let's say you want to get rid of that bed and then add this one. Very simple. Just add it into the mix. Actually, what else have we got going on here? Well, actually, I'm going to skip that for now. And instead, we'll go back to the bedroom. As you can see, lots of different... excuse me, my brain is going... Lots of different objects and items included within each subsection. So you've got lots of different beds, loads of different nightstands, all of that is included. And I keep hitting the wrong buttons, excuse me for this. Not totally comfortable with the interface yet. That's my fault, it's a little learning curve. Actually, let's go back. If I can, I think I've just screwed it up because I cannot undo deleting the bed. That is fine. We'll just deal with that. Lots of different materials as we're talking about. You got a home office thing going on here. So if you want to set up as an office, you've got electronics and very specific ones at that. So you've got things like Mac Minis, MacBooks, and iMacs, etc. All of that's quite nice. We enjoyed that quite a lot. And of course, a very intuitive interface going on here. And along those lines, we are going to mention very quickly that the interface is incredibly intuitive. For something that's so complex, this came as kind of a surprise. We didn't actually expect it because, to be honest, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of complexity, which means that we expected the app to be complex too. Not the case. Typically, it's really streamlined, and it's actually kind of, what's the word? It would be very sort of flowish. The flow is very present here in terms of starting with the 2D, ending up with the 3D. Also, what are we talking about with 3D? Very simply, you simply hit the 3D button at the top, and then the application goes through and in SketchUp style sort of renders your house as is. Hopefully this won't take too long, and there we go. So now you have a full top-down view of your house, which you can pinch to zoom, use 2 fingers to drag around, etc., etc., slide around with the finger, and you can check out everything that's going on. You can also hit the little person up here and then do a walkthrough tour if you'd like. That's also an option. And of course, your viewing options within the 3D panel of the settings allow you to change whatever you would like. So that's quite nice altogether. The final coup d'éclat is that you can go in and then share a screenshot or a render with a variety of different social and sharing medias. This is fantastic for the interior designer that then wants to export whatever it is that they've done for their client to check out and get some feedback from. All together, the application is simply the best interior design application that we've ever seen for the iPad. It's the most comprehensive, and it's a very valuable utility for an interior designer. It is expensive. $10 is a lot to ask for any iPad app, but then again, we have a feeling you'll be using this on the daily. So with that in mind, we are still going to give it a 4 out of 5 star rating from us here at the iPhoneAppReview.com, as well as our solid recommendation for an interior designer who's in need of such a device, or utility, rather. So again, it's a 4 out of 5 for interior design for iPad, which is available for $9.99 in the App Store. And that's all we have to say about it. So we're going to go ahead and sign out, but we will see you guys later.